to me, my X-Men.
Wu-Tang again?
Yeah, again and again.
Hey class, in today's videos, we're going back to the roots. We are building a brand new team of X-Men for Professor X and the MCU. And I think we should start with the original 5. Cyclops, Jean Grey, Iceman, Beast, Angel. They each bring something essential to what makes the X-Men the most compelling team in Marvel history. We'll break down why each of these members deserves to be the foundation of the Mutant saga. And we're also saying who we think should play them in live action. Trust me, this first class of mutants, Marvel can't skip. First off, I'm going with the leader, Cyclops. Cyclops, I felt, got done a little dirty in some of the other movies, where they made him kind of a dweeb, if you would, kind of a wet blanket, some would say, a little bit of a Boy Scout. But if you really read the comic books, Scott Summers, aka Cyclops, is as respected as a tactician and a leader as Captain America. His optic blasts are some of the most powerful things out there. If you don't know, they're from a different dimension going through his body and coming out of his eyeballs. His loyalty and inner conflict will be something really cool to explore in these new X-Men movies. He doesn't always have the exact same ideals as Magneto or Professor X. And going back and forth with those is really compelling in the comics, and I want to see that in the movies. For casting, I'm going to pick Logan Lerman. He was in Perks to Be a Wallflower, and he was Percy Jackson in the movie Percy Jackson. Lerman has the thoughtful, steady presence Scott needs, along with emotional depth to explore his struggles with leadership, duty, and identity. Then we gotta use my girl, Jean Grey. Jean Grey, some of you guys know her as Phoenix, maybe even Dark Phoenix. And that's why we need this person. What other person would have such a big character arc? We're talking Wanda Maximoff style character arcs. In the movies, they attempted the Dark Phoenix saga many times. Never quite got there. I think we really need to knock this one out the park. The best version of the Dark Phoenix saga came in the animated series. And having Jean Grey in the MCU can kind of tie together some things because of Phoenix and because of Jean Grey. Not only the Mutant saga, but also cosmic storylines in the saga. You can merge those together because Phoenix was a very cosmic character, but it always involved the X-Men. Her powers allow her to do things big and small, which will really help with the big and small storylines coming out in the MCU in the future. For my casting pick, I picked Caitlin Dever. You might have seen her in movies like Booksmart, and she was in The Last of Us as well, season 2. Dever brings natural emotional intensity and grounded vulnerability, perfect for Jean's evolution from student to cosmic force. Our next one in the team is Iceman Bobby Drake. Iceman is a great character because not only is he like a comic relief kind of guy, like the little brother of the group in a little way, he also evolves into an Omega level mutant. Omega levels are the highest powered, overpowered mutants there are in the world, maybe the universe. Tapping into that enormous power that he doesn't have in the beginning could lead to some great storylines to show his evolution as a mutant from kind of being the jokester, funny guy to being an all-powerful entity. I think Iceman should be played by Jack Dylan Grazer from movies like It and Shazam. Grazer is effortlessly funny and emotionally sharp, ideal for Bobby's youthful energy and eventual growth into a powerhouse mutant. And next in the team is Beast, Hank McCoy. He's a quintessential brains and brawn together. It gives the team a scientific backbone and moral perspective. And because of the science side of things, if you know the comics, Beast was all over. He was in the X-Men, he was in Avengers. I believe he even helped the Fantastic Four at times. Because of the science, because of the mutants, because of a lot of things, can be connected to a lot of different storylines. Whether we're going to Wakanda, whether we're talking with Riri Williams and things like this, we can use Beast for all of that. And I think it would be pretty sweet. My casting pick for this is Andrew Garfield. You probably know Andrew Garfield from the Amazing Spider-Man Sony series and The Social Network. Garfield has both the intellect and likability for Hank. He'd bring in real depth to Beast's duality, the polished genius and the wild mutant within. And the last member that we're going to add to the original 5 X-Men for the MCU will be Angel, Warren Worthington III. His arc from privileged rebel to tortured soul would be amazing to show off in the MCU. If you don't know, he starts off as a very rich person. When he gets his mutant powers, he gets these beautiful angel-looking wings on his person. Eventually, way down the line, he hooks up and, because needs some help from Apocalypse, and he turns into something called the Archangel. Archangel's very powerful, got razor metal wings, and it would be really cool in the MCU to see him turn from, the normal angel to the Archangel. I paid money to see that.
Shut up and take my money.
And Angel really represents the struggle between humanity and becoming a mutant. Because his is like the Beast, where something physical shows because of the powers. He can't hide it like Jean Grey can hide it. Even Cyclops can put on some sunglasses. But when you have these big wings or your big blue guy, it's hard to hide that for one. So you really have to deal with that, hey, I'm a mutant in a world where you guys don't like mutants that much. Let's deal with this. My casting pick for Angel, eventually Archangel, will be Austin Butler from movies like Elvis and The Bike Riders. Butler has the charm and vulnerability to play Warren's transformation from flashy hero to conflicted anti-hero. And he looked iconic with those wings, I'm telling you. So there you have it, the original 5 X-Men and why they make the perfect starting point for mutants in the MCU. The characters aren't just legacy picks, they're emotional anchors, ideological contrasts, and powerhouses with stories that could shape the next decade of Marvel storytelling. By starting with this lineup, Marvel has the chance to honor the roots of the X-Men while building something new for a whole new generation of fans. And with the right cast, this team could look iconic, feel fresh, and carry the emotional weight we've been missing since the Infinity Saga. But now I want to hear from you guys. Which mutants or X-Men are you most excited to see? Do you agree with the casting choices I put out? Or do you have your own dream team in mind? Drop your picks in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you're ready for mutants in the MCU. This is going to be a great saga, people. I can't wait for this one. And I'm going to see you there. And if I don't see you there, I'll see you next period.
Shoo! Shoo! Beep, beep, beep!